Hey everybody, it's Lance with the Ride with Lance. Man, I might have to come up with something different there. That kind of sounds like Russ is right? When he goes, hey, this is Russ. But anyways, it's been a while since I just got to do a Friday afternoon ride. Just take the bike out. No reviews, no testing of anything. Just get out and stretch the legs, enjoy some of the outdoors at the end of the week. But what do we have for today? Well, there's a few things I want to talk about. About some of the bikes I got. About this bike that I'm riding here. About there being a possible update to the Nomad. And something else is that it just seems to have gotten totally out of hand by some creators. So let's just get into it. So yes, I am on the Velotric Nomad 1 Plus today. Absolutely gem of a cruiser. But why don't we start there? Why don't we start with some possible Velotrec news? But how do I say this without giving it away? So there may be an update to this bike. A pretty big update. I can't get into it too much because I just can't talk about all the little things. But Velotrec did contact me and ask me if I would be interested in it. And I said yes. I love Velotrec bikes. They're just awesome bikes. So, yes, there looks like there is a pretty big update coming. And when I can let you know more, I know this is just a teaser, I will. But yeah, I don't really like having to tease you like that, but there's just some things I can't talk about, but there's some things I can talk about, so be looking for that. And it's probably just not going to be me. There'll probably be some others. But it's pretty exciting news. So what else we got? Which way should we go? Should we go down the trail some? Yeah, we'll go down the trail some. Yeah, you can see I'm wearing shorts. I don't know if you can see my legs, but I am. May have been a bad decision. Here, let's cruise around the park. I go down that trail a lot. And sometimes you just need new scenery. So what else? Oh, the new bikes there. You probably saw my last garage video that had a few bikes come in. Had the Pucky Puppy Bulldog come in, and also the new Lectric XPeak 2.0 and the Lectric Expedition 2.0. So I'm in the process of doing the reviews on all those. I mean, you've probably seen a couple for the Pucky Puppy, but I am working on both the XPeak and the Expedition kind of at the same time, weather permitting. I'm hoping that tomorrow I get the XPeak out on the dirt for some trail riding. Really looking forward to that. It is such a big improvement over the XPeak 1.0. with a larger battery, thicker frame, and a few other goodies they've added. That'll be fun. But again, it's weather permitting. Tomorrow's supposed to be colder. But I've been also waiting for the ground to dry up. You know, we had a lot of rain, and it's been taking a while for the ground to dry up. But if it holds up tomorrow, that'll be a good day. It'll be a good day. And then, of course, the Expedition 2.0 now. I'm going to tell you now, it is just a phenomenal bike. And when I say phenomenal, that is the correct word. I rode it when we went out to Arizona, and I mainly went out there to ride the XPeak. But because it was a 2-day event, one day was for the XPeak, one day was for the Expedition. So the first day we rode the XPeak, and the second day it's like, oh well, you know, I'm not really into that kind of bike, but I figured, you know, I'll do it. They brought me out there to ride it, so I rode it, and I was absolutely blown away. And that's why I use the word phenomenal, because everything about that bike is phenomenal. It is such a comfortable riding bike. I think the only thing I'm going to replace on it is the seat, because it does come with the regular electric seat, which to me is hard as a rock. It's narrow and it's very hard. So I have a brand new Blue Wind comfort seat ready to put on that, and it comes with its suspension seat post, so I may attach that to that instead of using the Sun Tour suspension seat post, and see how it does, you know, because that's a street rider, a paved rider. It's not really an off-roader, so I don't think I need as much as the Sun Tour suspension seat post offers. Let's go over here. Looks like they're redoing the kiddies area. Maybe some new playground equipment. Looks like it. New padding on the ground. Yeah. Wish I had that stuff when I was a kid. I guess that's why we kind of grew up tougher, right? But anyways, back to the Expedition 2.0. Yeah, it's a phenomenal bike. That one I had in Arizona was the dual battery, and it's the one they sent me. So it supposedly has like 220 mile range. And if you watch my video, you'll see that we got like 20 something miles before we called it a day, you know, because it was like 106 degrees out. But it didn't even drop a battery bar on it. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And it makes just a nice cruiser. I mean, you get on it and you're just in that nice upright riding position. You don't realize you're on a really long bike, because it is a really long cargo bike. I'll have to get my tape measure out and measure it. And I asked them to send me the cargo package with it that had the racks. So I put the rack on the back, and it hangs off the back about another 4 inches, so it makes it even longer. Oh yeah. Legs are getting a little chilly. But yeah, I just wanted to get out and have a nice Friday afternoon ride, since I haven't done it in a while. But the other thing I wanted to talk about, and this is you probably saw the heading of my thumbnail or title, that things are just getting out of hand. And what I'm referring to is all these other creators who are kind of inflating the whole California e-bike law thing. And really, it hasn't changed from the way it used to be. The only change is they're saying that you can't have a throttle that will throttle you past 20 miles an hour on motor assist. But you can pedal on motor assist past 20 miles an hour up to 28, making that a, class 3. But you've probably seen it. You're starting to see these thumbnails, these headlines of these videos, these descriptions. They're coming for your e-bike. Throttles are now illegal. All kinds of things to basically scaring people away from e-biking. And that's why it's getting out of hand. Now these people are doing it just for views. When I did it, I was just putting the information out there, but I wasn't trying to scare people like, oh, you can't buy this bike anymore. You can't ride this. You can't ride that. Watch out, the police are going to be coming for you. They're going to take your bike away. Nothing like that at all. That's why it's gotten out of hand and just got absolutely ridiculous. So I am not going to talk about that anymore. I am not getting rid of any of my e-bikes. Well, the ones I've sold, but I'm not worried about the ones that have a throttle that will throttle, past 20 miles an hour. I don't have any one that will take me on throttle to 28. They usually, top out at 24, 25. Now I can certainly pedal with pedal assist and motor assist past that 20 mile an hour mark and up to 28. But I am in no way in fear of them coming to confiscate my bike, stop me on my trail, or stop me on a trail for an inspection. I would expect that if I was on the road or on a trail, just absolutely riding recklessly, like some of these on the electric dirt bikes that are riding on the streets and riding on the trails. First of all, yeah, they are illegal. They're illegal to ride that way. They're not an electric bike. They're an electric dirt bike, and all dirt bikes, need to ride in off highway areas where you're allowed to, not on the street. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. And I live in California. The place where they seem to make a law for everything, that blade of grass is exceeding 2 inches. You're breaking the law, we're coming after you. Nothing like that. So a lot of these creators are just really inflating it. And I'm telling you, if you're one who's been looking to get into e-bike and you're starting to see these videos and now you're reluctant, don't be reluctant. Get the e-bike you want and ride sensibly. Okay. So I got the bike pointed towards home now. My legs are getting a little cold. My fingers are getting a little cold because I even wore the gloves where I cut the fingers off. The sun is starting to go down and some of the clouds are coming in. And those looks a little smoky too, so I hope there's not a fire somewhere. We don't need one here. I feel so bad for all those in LA and the way it's been handled, but I'm not going to get into politics here now. But I hope you all have a great weekend, a great week, a great ride, and I will see you on the next video. It'll either might be the XPeak, the new XPeak, or the new Expedition. Who knows? But I'll see you then. Bye.